An Oscar? Blake Lively really thought she had the potential to win an Oscar, a Golden Globe, a SAG-AFTRA award. With this performance of It Ends With Us, it's above me now. The Lord has to come down himself and take over. It's really above me, truly. Let's meet me over here. F around and find out. Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of F Around and Find Out. I'm your host, Elsie. I appreciate you so much for being here. I want to thank you guys for the continued support. For those of you who check on me personally, because I have my back issue, I get a lot of text messages, DMs, comments from you guys asking how that's going. I appreciate it. The last couple of days have been pretty horrible, kind of been bedridden, or should I say floor-ridden, because I feel better on the cold ground, like the hard surface. That makes no sense. You would think I would want comfort, but I feel better when I'm on like solid ground. So I've been like prone to the floor for the last couple of days, but I'm feeling better. I got my groove back. And Blake Lively met me right where I was because she said, girl, you just got your groove back. Let me give you something funny to laugh at. And I'm sorry, but does she actually have in her contract that when she wins an Oscar, or if she was to win or be nominated for an Oscar or a Golden Globe or SAG-AFTRA award, she wanted this, that, and the third? Yes, in fact, she did. We're going to talk about that later in the video. But I asked my friend who's a lawyer, I was like, hey, does this make any sense to you? Because when I read this, it pretty much, the gist of it in plain English is, okay, so right now, as I'm speaking to you guys, my phone just buzzed and it's one of my lawyer friends. And she said, she's texting one of our other lawyer friends in our group chat, and she said, didn't California pass a law saying SA/SH claims can be subject to arbitration? I don't know that. Should we look it up really quickly? Let's do. This is my real-time reaction seeing this information. If it's crazy, you never hear about it. California, SA claims arbitration. Okay, this is just a quick AI overview. In California, employees who file SH claims generally cannot be forced. Okay. I'm going to show you guys this page really quickly. This is what I just found online, but just a quick Google search. I'm not doing like an in-depth. It's an AI overview. If AI is wrong, I'm hella wrong, right? Oh, they just came back. They just came back. They're laughing at me laughing. In California, employees who file SH or SA claims generally cannot be forced into arbitration, even if they have a pre-dispute arbitration agreement. This is due to the federal ending Forced Arbitration of SA and SH Act, EFAA, which gives the person alleging the misconduct the choice to pursue the case in court, which is also very interesting because, again, this should have never even been in California, right? This should have been in New York. Let's see what it is in New York. In New York, it's pretty much the same, but they can choose between arbitration or court, even with a signed arbitration agreement. Okay, so I guess that covers that part for us. That was quick. Let me update the girls. Counselor, it's the same. Counselor, it's the same for New York and California. So they cannot be forced. People who want to file an SH or SH claims against their employers cannot be forced into arbitration, even if they already have an arbitration clause in their contracts. Let me know what you think about that. And again, this is just an AI overview. If AI is wrong, I'm hella wrong. Thank you so much. Very professional. The timing of that couldn't have been more impeccable. So this is what Blake Lively's contract says, right? The parties agree. Oh, maybe I should show you guys what the contract actually looks like before I take you to page 26. So let's look at page 1. We see right here, actor loan out agreement. So Blaco Inc., which is Blake Lively's overlord, which is herself. But as of May 5th, 2023, the picture was going to be It Ends With Us. The actor is Blake Lively. The loan out is Blaco Inc., Blake as a company, right? As an overlord, with the address, which is in Beverly Hills, the role to be Lily Bloom, the location, New Jersey, and surrounding areas, Las Vegas, Nevada, Atlantic City, New Jersey. We know they never made it to Vegas because that's when she claimed she was sick and went to Taylor Swift concert. Okay, payments to be made to Blaco Inc., Blake Lively herself. So we're going to look at 15.2 legal proceedings and arbitration. The parties agree that except otherwise required by any applicable guild, collective bargaining agreement, a CBA, Any and all disputes or controversies of any nature between them arising at any time, whether or not relating to the picture, shall be determined by binding arbitration in accordance with the rules of JAMS, or with the agreement of the other parties, ADR services, held in Los Angeles, California, before a single neutral arbitrator. The arbitrator shall be an attorney with at least 10 years experience in the motion picture industry or a retired judge, and shall be mutually agreed upon by the company and the lender. Blakeo Inc., which is Blake herself. In English, right? If there's a dispute, if anything, which is what I needed clarification on when I text my friends, because I was like, when they say with a picture, does it have to be only something they disagree on with the movie itself, or anything governing that, anything around that works, right? Which I don't have an answer for you guys yet, but anything surrounding, at least we know for the picture, right? Now that we know SH cannot be forced into arbitration, let's just say anything else has to go to arbitration before you force it to go to court. It also states further down that everything is going to remain confidential. They also say it's going to follow the JAMS, law, and it would happen in California, which is why I guess Blake is holding on to California so hard. The arbitrator would have 10 years of experience, a judge, or somebody with 10 years of experience in the movie industry at least, and the company and the lender would split the cost of the arbitrator. Another reason why I could see why Blake didn't go for arbitration. She doesn't want to pay a dime. If the company and the lender cannot agree on the arbitration, JAMS will pick one. And it also stated in here, now that I read it, I can't even find the spot. Once the arbitrator would oversee discovery and everything, it would be like you were in a real, court situation. And then after 10 days, if somebody had a reason to appeal, then it would go further to go to court. If someone appeals, it would go to a panel of, if someone appealed, then it would have gone to 3 appellate arbitrators who could also be experienced people in this field or retired judges. It also states emphatically that everything would have remained confidential, which is also a big reason why I could see Blake did not want arbitration. She did not want this to be confidential. She wanted this plastered everywhere. New York Times, stand up, we're talking to you. You know what I mean? So that makes sense there. The contract as a whole covers everything from payment to rights to photography to even there's a clause in here about SH, which I'm going to read to you guys very quickly. And that's how I know she also didn't read the contract, because if she knew, she could have just applied whatever the contract says. But we also know she never signed the contract. So I don't know what kind of weight that holds. Remember when Blake said at Book Bonanza and was like, I'm going to show you guys this trailer. They told me I can, but I will. Well, lender and artist shall not issue, release, authorize, or in any way participate in any publicity, press releases, interviews, advertisement, or promotional activities relating to the company, the picture, or artist services hereunder without prior written consent of company. Except personal publicity in which the picture is only incidentally mentioned. Okay? Provided lender and artist may not engage in personal publicity until such time, if ever, as company has first publicly disclosed artist involvement in the picture, no publicity issued by the lender and artist, whether personal publicity or otherwise, shall contain derogatory mention of the company, picture, blah, 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 move on. Let's focus on the first part. Why did she sit at Book Bonanza and show a trailer that she said out of her mouth her bosses did not want her to show, but she's going to do it anyway? Shall we roll the tape?
We got buses. We got a little clip from the movie that we've edited to get marketings put together, like a little piece of the movie. Like at Comic-Con, they do that. This is like Comic-Con, but like for women. We put together like 20 minutes to show.
20 minutes.
Teaser for Brandon, just 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
It's just,
I don't know if we can stay up that late.
Yeah. The movie's not done though. Like the movie's not done. It still has the old hollow heart. We've got score in the movie, and we showed it to like a small audience, and I was like, oh, they'll never know. Like you do like temporary score until like the movie's complete. And I was like, oh, I'll put Finding Nemo like as like a wink Easter egg. Nobody will know what it is. The first person raised their hand. They're like, why do you have the Finding Nemo score in this movie? It's like, how on earth are you guys that keen? I mean, we could show the whole movie tomorrow.
Right. I think it's a good idea.
I mean,
do you guys want?
You can literally see the power she feels she has, like coming out of her hair. Literally, we can show the whole movie. What are you talking about? Like, and you can see Colleen and what's his name, Timu Thor, are reacting to what she's doing. They had no idea this was going to happen. No clue.
Let's see the whole movie.
Yes.
We'll
The
show
whole
you guys
movie.
the whole movie then.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's literally, this is not a bit. It's literally not done. So like to be honest, like what really happened is we were like, we're going to show the movie, and the studio was like, no, you're going to show 20 minutes. So we're like, no, we're going to show the movie. And they're like, it's not done. And I was like, they don't fucking care. Like, let's just show them the movie. Like,
Because you're going to go again, aren't you? You're going to go watch it in theaters too. Twice.
And they were like, it's true. They were like, if everything's not perfect and it's not done, and what if we're going to change things? I was like, these are the people who authored the success of the book. Like, you guys are what matter. And like, you guys seeing the movie is like so important to us. So we're so excited to show you guys.
You brought us so many gifts today.
Well, we
Thank you guys.
did. I know.
Also-
Last one. It is an early cut, and yeah, we're so excited. And
Are you?
you know, Blake had to fight for you guys to get to see this early,
We didn't
so
really have
we
an
want it
option.
to go
I literally
well.
brought the
She didn't fight for shit. She is quite literally disobeying orders. She's
movie with me on the airplane. Like I have like a folder with like a disc, like a hard drive.
I love it. Yes.
No, yeah, it's
I'm sorry, but Brennan Sklerna's face is all kinds of telling you what the fuck is she doing? What is she doing?
and the other thing is I have the cutest jeans ever that I'm wearing tomorrow night. Also not sponsored.
Lender and artist may not disclose any confidential information not otherwise available to the public with respect to the company or the picture, including without limitations to the budget thereof or other terms, any contracts or services, persons engaged in connections with the picture without company's prior consent, except for information disclosed to lender and artist agents, attorneys, and business representatives, provided that the applicable party is restricted from any further disclosure and as required by law or court order. I don't even want to read anymore. The point is, you broke your contract in so many ways. So many ways. Sexual harassment of any type is strictly prohibited and cause for immediate termination of this agreement by company. No employees shall be subjected to SH by another employee during the course of employment. For the purposes of this policy, SH is, they pretty much explain what SH is, right? Such harassment includes, but is not limited to, any unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, other verbal, nonverbal, physical conduct, or sexual nature that interferes with work, is made a condition of employment, or creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive environment. Did she know her contract forbade that? Did she know her contract could have ended it the minute she claimed anything happened? Why did she need to go have a meeting with her husband and Justin? Why? All you had to do is whip out the contract and say, boom, 0.7, I'm done. You're done. I'm still getting my money. It's right here in plain English. In the event the company is aware of any SH conducted by artists, companies shall have the right to immediately terminate this agreement and available to all rights and remedies hereunder. In the same breath, if any of these things were happening, all Blake had to do was pull her contract out and say, you guys said this would not be allowed. I'm done. This movie is done. This production is done. There are so many funny parts we can still get to. This is the funniest part. The absolutely funniest thing this woman could have put in here is the award bonuses. Stick with me. Subject to assumptions by the domestic distributor, provided the artist appears recognizable in the picture. If the artist is nominated for an Academy, every time I read this, I cannot contain myself. Like an Oscar, an Academy, like an Oscar, okay? If the artist is nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress, artist shall be entitled to an award bonus of $100,000. If she was to win, she would get $200,000. Like, please leave me alone. Please leave me, Blake, leave me alone. Set me free. If she was to be nominated for a Golden Globe, for Best Actress, $75K. If she was to win, $100K. If she was to be nominated for a SAG-AFTRA award, $75K. If she was to win, $100K. Bonuses will be payable within 60 days. Blake, in what world did you think any performance from this movie was going to get you an Oscar? Was it the birthing scene? Can't even guarantee you an Oscar. And you're a woman with 4 children who has done this 4 times. Yet, you could not guarantee yourself an Oscar with that. What other scene What other scene? The fishnets, the rooftop. What scene was going to get you an Oscar that you thought you had to put in your contracts? That if you won an Oscar, if you were nominated for one. Do you know how many actresses don't have even Oscar nominations? And they blow you out of the fucking water. Look at me. You, Blake Lively, your name and the words Academy Award nominated, Academy Award winner have never been spoken in a room in a serious manner except in your house. The only people who say Blake Lively and Academy nominated is you when you're in the mirror. You're the only one who thinks you're serious. You're the only one that think you're a serious actor. Your husband doesn't even think you're a serious actor. The Delulu is too much. Like, we're done. It's too much Delulu. Jesus Christ. Academy Award nominated. My foot. Appearance. Artists will not materially change artist appearance, change hairstyle or hair color. We know you're not a good actress. You're not a method actor. You're not even committed to the fucking job, because there are people who have shaved their heads, who have lost weight, who have gained weight, who have removed tattoos, gotten real tattoos, whatever, to film a role. We know you're not one of them because we know you're not a serious person, let alone a serious actor. That's why you got them badass wigs. We know. You don't have to tell us. At any time between completion of pre-production, makeup artist and hairstyling work and completion of the artist principal photography services. Notwithstanding paragraph 13, below, in the event company requires artist to materially alter her hair in any manner that is not easily able to be restored prior to artist change of appearance for the role, artists shall have mutual approval over such alterations. Girl, bye. Let's tackle COVID really quickly because we know she got out of work to go to Eras, right? Well, right here it says artist acknowledges that contagious and potentially dangerous nature of COVID, blah, 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 would risk everything. And if she was to get sick, she would let them know. And remember when they offered to come test her and she said, no, thanks. And then she went to Philly. In other words, she used COVID to get out of work because she knew they took COVID seriously and she put it in her contract. Okay. And then we get to the signature page. Blank as whatever is in her head. Just blank. Ain't shit there. Not a signature in sight. Not a date. Not a scribble. Not a period. Blank page. What is the girl song? Hey Siri, what is that blank song by Taylor Swift?
Blank Space is a song by Taylor
That's enough.
Swift.
That's enough. Thank you. Blank space. Blank space. I got a blank space, baby. You should sign your name. Mm-hmm. I mean, the actors and actresses that don't have Oscars that I could name, ridiculous. But this girl thinks she could be one of them. Now, there's so many more things I need to tackle, but I have to go get the boy. Guys, later. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so. A lot of you have also unsubscribed. If it's a choice, cool, I'm fine with that. But if it's an accident, please make sure to double check to see that you're still subscribed and that you're not missing any, news I have for you guys. But I appreciate you all the same. I appreciate you for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.